Hey, what's going on? It's Romeo. We're back for Monday. A lot going on. We talked a little bit about Coachella. We talked about camping, some rules for texting, and then, of course, girls' trips. We'll get into it all right now.
This is what your problem is here. 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, I got a problem, and everyone has turned against me, but I would like to hear your opinion on what I should do. So my oldest stepdaughter is getting married in 3 months. We agreed to pay for her $75,000 wedding as long as I was able to invite 30 people I know, walk her down the aisle, and have the father-daughter dance. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that none of the 30 people I wanted at the wedding weren't invited. Oh, they weren't invited. And the place I paid for fits up to 400 people. I was taken off as host and replaced by the deadbeat father. Last night we had a family dinner with our family and her fiance's family, and she announced that her deadbeat father, which he comes to visit her once a year, never calls, and has never paid child support, basically has never helped help this child grow up, both financially or physically. I basically raised a kid, which I never had a problem with. Her deadbeat father is going to be walking her down the aisle and having the daddy-daughter dance. So out of realization that I was only viewed as an ATM, I announced that I'm no longer going to be paying for this wedding during the dinner, and everyone was in shock. I canceled everything: Rome, venue, honeymoon place, wedding dress, all vendors for the wedding. Am I being selfish? Am I supposed to hand out $75,000 to a wedding I can't invite anyone to that I'm not a part of? No, I completely agree with you. I would have done the exact same thing without a doubt, 100%. And if I'm assuming she's her mother, the stepdaughter's your wife. And if your wife is not behind you 100% on this, you need to evaluate what your marriage really is. And that daughter, that little girl that you've supposedly raised physically and financially, and she wants her deadbeat dad, then yeah, no, I completely agree with you 100%. I wouldn't care. I would have yanked everything too, canceled everything. And if you want to have that, $75,000 is a lot of money. So I'm assuming that you got a little bit of financial means, okay? And it's great that you were going to do that for your stepdaughter. But for your stepdaughter and your wife to disrespect you so much, you are absolutely right in canceling everything. Absolutely right. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take it one step further. That's just me, my opinion on what I would do. I would divorce my wife. And what I probably would have done if I had that kind of money is I would pay for the wedding, not show up, and divorce my wife and walk away from the whole situation. But that's just me. I'm not telling you to do that. I don't know how that situation plays out, but I don't think you're wrong at all. And all those people that think you're wrong are selfish a-holes that should understand and care about you. If you've been in these people's lives that long, then they should care more about you than that deadbeat dad. Alrighty, 42547-7. I got this question. I got this guy. He said, "Hey, Rome, I got a problem. Everyone has turned against me. What is your opinion? I want to hear it." So my oldest stepdaughter is getting married 3 months, and we agreed to pay $75,000 for the wedding as long as I was able to invite 30 people and walk her down the aisle. Now, I guess she's got a deadbeat father. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that none of the 30 people got invited. The place I paid for fits up to 400. I was taken off as host and replaced by the deadbeat father. This is the thing that really is bothering me. You were the host of the wedding. You're paying for the wedding, and the deadbeat father is taking credit for it. Last night, we had a family dinner with our fiance's family, and she announced her deadbeat dad was going to be walking her down the aisle. I basically raised his kids, which never had a problem with. Her deadbeat father is going to be walking her down the aisle. Having announced that, I'm no longer going to be paying for the wedding during the dinner, and everyone was shocked. Oh, you told everybody. I canceled everything, Romeo. Venue, honeymoon place, wedding dress, all vendors for the wedding. Am I being selfish, Romeo? Absolutely not. No. you're being treated like a punk by your wife and your stepdaughter, who obviously you seem to have taken care of very well and raised. I'm supposed to hand out 75 grand to a wedding I can't invite anyone to? Yeah, and that I'm not a part of? No, hell no. You did exactly what I would have done. I would have done it all. And then I would have divorced my wife for not being on my side. Is the wife on your side? Why is she not there as your biggest supporter? I mean, even the kid, you raised this kid and she lacks that much respect of you and your wife? How much respect does she have for you? Oh, no. You did the right thing. I'd have been out and divorced the whole family. RD42547-7. Good morning, Hop. What's going on?
Hey, Rome, as a woman, I would have did this like that was cold. They were so wrong for doing him like that. And the person that's probably giving him mess probably is the wife. I don't blame him for doing exactly what he did. That was completely wrong. Not one guess?
Yeah. You know,
No.
I had a friend of mine a few months ago pay for a wedding, and he invited me just because we're friends. And he invited about 10 people, not 30, but he invited about 10 of his buddies because he was paying for it. He said, look, my daughter, I'll pay for it, but my friends are coming. That's bottom line.
But they must have did it in a way that was sneaky.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been involved. Like, no, I don't blame you for doing it. Cancel everything and look at her like, when you want something, go to your daddy. You wanted him with stuff, I'm not your father.
I just can't believe the wife wasn't. How does your wife not back you and be like, oh, hell no? How does your wife not 100% behind you at this point? Yeah.
And that's why I have a problem.
Yeah.
He does need to reevaluate his
Yeah,
marriage.
that's why I said you know what? If that would have happened to me, I'd have paid for the wedding. And while everybody was at that wedding, I'd have moved the damn house. She'd have came home to an empty lot with divorce papers. There's no way in hell we would still be
They can
together.
figure out how to pay for the wedding. I still may empty out the house while they go.
All right.
And look, and this is coming from a woman.
Well, that's because you got common sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, thanks for calling. Bye. Well, there you go. Already 42547-7. I got this question. I got this guy. He said, hey, Rome, I got a problem. Everyone has turned against me. What is your opinion? I want to hear it. So my oldest stepdaughter is getting married 3 months, and we agreed to pay $75,000 for the wedding as long as I was able to invite 30 people and walk her down the aisle. Now, I guess she's got a deadbeat father. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that none of the 30 people got invited. The place I paid for fits up to 400. I was taken off as host and replaced by the deadbeat father. This is the thing that really is bothering me. You were the host of the wedding. You're paying for the wedding and the deadbeat father is taking credit for it. Last night, we had a family dinner with our fiance's family, and she announced her deadbeat dad was going to be walking her down the aisle. I basically raised his kids, which never had a problem with. Her deadbeat father is going to be walking her down the aisle. Having announced that, I'm no longer going to be paying for the wedding during the dinner, and everyone was shocked. Oh, you told everybody. I canceled everything, Romeo. Venue, honeymoon place, wedding dress, all vendors for the wedding. Am I being selfish, Romeo? Absolutely not. No. You're being treated like a punk by your wife and your stepdaughter, who obviously you seem to have taken care of very well and raised. I'm supposed to hand out 75 grand to a wedding I can't invite anyone to? Yeah, and that I'm not a part of? No, hell no. You did exactly what I would have done. I would have done it all. And then I would have divorced my wife for not being on my side. Is the wife on your side? Why is she not there as your biggest supporter? I mean, even the kid, you raised this kid and she lacks that much respect of you and your wife? How much respect does she have for you? Oh, no. You did the right thing. I'd have been out and divorced the whole family. RD42547-7. Good morning, Hop. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
He wasn't wrong at all, and the funny part is that I had that same conversation with my real father like 25 years ago when I got married.
Okay.
I had to sitting down when he finally decided he wanted to come around when he heard I was pregnant with my first baby.
Okay.
And I had to tell him, hey, I'm inviting you to the wedding, but I just want to give you a heads up. My stepdad is giving me away because he's the one who's raised me. So, and I don't have to tell you that my real dad did show up, but he's not wrong. It would be wrong to sit up there and have a whole wedding and the man that
taught you all the things that your dad was supposed to, doesn't have any of the perks or, you don't show him any type of respect.
That's good for you. Good for you for doing that. That's impressive. That's really cool.
Yeah, my stepdad is my dad, my kid's grandpa, and he's always been, hands-on and stuff, and there would be no way that I would ever disrespect him like that when, he took care of me from 2 years old when he didn't have a kid.
Let me ask you this. Well, how did your mom handle it, though? Was your mom on on her husband's side? Because it sounds to me like this wife is not on her husband's side.
It sounds like the mom still has some sort of issue or something, because my mom didn't tell me that, but that's something that was instilled in me.
Sure.
She didn't have to tell me that, hey, your dad's going to be the one to give you away. No, that was my choice. She didn't tell me that my stepdad had to give me away, but that was the natural choice. Why would I have somebody give me away that might have only seen me a dozen times throughout my lifetime?
That's good. Good for you. Was it a $75,000 wedding?
It wasn't. It was a $45,000 wedding, but it was up there, and he paid for every dollar. So.
Damn, you women! 45 grand. Wow. All right. Well, good for you, man. That's cool.
You.
All right. Thanks for calling. RD42547-7. Hey, Romy, they got that sucker. No, because he pulled the plug. He did what he was supposed to do. I would have done the exact same thing. RD42547-7. So I got this question. I got this guy. He said, hey, Rome, I got a problem. Everyone has turned against me. What is your opinion? I want to hear it. So my oldest stepdaughter is getting married 3 months, and we agreed to pay $75,000 for the wedding as long as I was able to invite 30 people and walk her down the aisle. Now, I guess she's got a deadbeat father. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that none of the 30 people got invited. The place I paid for fits up to 400. I was taken off as host and replaced by the deadbeat father. This is the thing that really is bothering me. You were the host of the wedding. You're paying for the wedding, and the deadbeat father is taking credit for it. Last night, we had a family dinner with our fiance's family, and she announced her deadbeat dad was going to be walking her down the aisle. I basically raised his kids, which never had a problem with. Her deadbeat father is going to be walking her down the aisle. Having announced that, I'm no longer going to be paying for the wedding during the dinner, and everyone was shocked. Oh, you told everybody. I canceled everything, Romeo. Venue, honeymoon place, wedding dress, all vendors for the wedding. Am I being selfish, Romeo? Absolutely not. No. You're being treated like a punk by your wife and your stepdaughter, who obviously you seem to have taken care of very well and raised. I'm supposed to hand out 75 grand to a wedding I can't invite anyone to? Yeah, and that I'm not a part of? No, hell no. You did exactly what I would have done. I would have done it all. And then I would have divorced my wife for not being on my side. Is the wife on your side? Why is she not there as your biggest supporter? I mean, even the kid, you raised this kid, and she lacks that much respect of you and your wife? How much respect does she have for you? Oh, no. You did the right thing. I'd have been out and divorced the whole family. RD42547-7. Hey, Rome, to the father of the bride, man, they did him dirty. He needs to show that he's not a pushover. Well, it looks like he did if he canceled everything. Hey, Rome, let's see. I'm getting married this Sunday. Tell the dude he can pay for my wedding and he can invite anyone he wants. And by the way, he's definitely not wrong. Hey, there's a whole lot of women out there that would dump their legitimate fathers right now who did raise them for a $75,000 wedding, right? Yeah. You can walk me down the aisle. You can invite whoever you want. You can have the run of the place, man. I'll put your name and lights across the venue. Right. Hey, Rome, I agree with you, and I agree with that man. He should have canceled everything. That is disrespectful. He's been there all that time, and then all of a sudden she wants a so-called stranger. May as well be. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I would divorce the wife as well. I'd be out, because that's just one of the biggest moments and the biggest things you can do for your kids as a father. And one of them is pay for a wedding, is be the man to stand up there and pay for that wedding and be proud of it, that you did it all, right? So for them to do him dirty like that, I'd have left that woman too. I'd have left the wife, the kids, I'd have left them all. I got this question. I got this guy. He said, hey, Rome, I got a problem. Everyone has turned against me. What is your opinion? I want to hear it. So my oldest stepdaughter is getting married 3 months, and we agreed to pay $75,000 for the wedding as long as I was able to invite 30 people and walk her down the aisle. Now, I guess she's got a deadbeat father. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that none of the 30 people got invited. The place I paid for fits up to 400. I was taken off as host and replaced by the deadbeat father. This is the thing that really is bothering me. You were the host of the wedding. You're paying for the wedding, and the deadbeat father is taking credit for it. Last night, we had a family dinner with our fiance's family, and she announced her deadbeat dad was going to be walking her down the aisle. I basically raised his kids, which never had a problem with. Her deadbeat father is going to be walking her down the aisle. Having announced that, I'm no longer going to be paying for the wedding during the dinner, and everyone was shocked. Oh, you told everybody. I canceled everything, Romeo. Venue, honeymoon place, wedding dress, all vendors for the wedding. Am I being selfish, Romeo? Absolutely not. No. You're being treated like a punk by your wife and your stepdaughter, who obviously you seem to have taken care of very well and raised. I'm supposed to hand out $75,000 to a wedding I can't invite anyone to? Yeah, and that I'm not a part of? No, hell no. You did exactly what I would have done. I would have done it all. And then I would have divorced my wife for not being on my side. Is the wife on your side? Why is she not there as your biggest supporter? I mean, even the kid, you raised this kid and she lacks that much respect of you and your wife? How much respect does she have for you? Oh, no. You did the right thing. I'd have been out and divorced the whole family. RD425477. Hey, Rome, I would have canceled everything and not said anything. Oh, yeah, he did give everybody a heads up at the rehearsal dinner. Hey, Rome, you gave me a great idea, but yeah, I paid for my stepdaughter's college all 5 years. I've always been there for the family, and yes, my wife didn't back me, not one bit. Oh, this is the guys. And you put her through college? Oh, dude, it's easy for me to say it because I'm just an innocent bystander. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was in your position, I would have left. I'd divorce the woman. I'd never talk to the kids again. I'd be out. And they'd never see me again. To hell with them. That's just dirty. That's just disrespectful and dirty after everything you've done. I didn't know you paid for college too. Hey, good morning, Rome. Hey, not to be off subject, due to my work schedule, I never really hear you on the radio, but did you ever hear back from the woman that turned down the proposal and she said he can do it again later? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Some guy proposed to a woman and she said no, but she didn't want to break up with him. She just didn't want to get married right now. I think they'd been together like 3 years or 5 years, something like that. So, no, it's very rare that I hear back from people. It's very rare that people tell me the outcomes of things after we talk about them. Hey, Rome, I was talking to this girl for a while now. She was supposed to move in with me. Then last couple times when we were talking, she was doubting. Second doubting? Okay. Or was unsure about moving in. So I kind of started cutting her off, like won't talk to her now. Her friend called me and was like, why don't you talk to her? Or what's going on? What's going on that their friend thought we were moving in together? What do you think? I think that you probably did the right thing. If someone's not ready to move forward, I mean, here's the problem here's the thing with couples. When you talk about this stuff, if you're ready to move forward at a certain point and it's reasonable, let's say you've been going out for a couple of years and reasonably you want to move in with somebody, okay? And if they don't want to do it, at a certain point, you have to start looking at moving on, because you're not going to sit and waste your whole life on somebody who's not going to want to move forward with you in the same way that you want to. Okay. I mean, so yeah, no, you gotta, I think that what you're doing is right. If she's second guessing and it's been an appropriate amount of time, then no, you need to move on. You guys got to understand that, man. You don't need to sit and put your life on hold because somebody's not ready to move forward. Okay. RD425477.
Hey, Romeo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. What's going on?
I haven't called you forever. This is Maria.
Well, what's up,
Yeah, I
man?
listen to you. But I didn't call because sometimes you don't answer.
Yeah, I'm bad at that.
Hey, when are you going to give the tickets for mac and cheese?
That is a very good question. It's probably not going to be until closer to mac and cheese. Probably not till the end. Probably not till the end of the month, end of April, beginning of May, somewhere around there. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll continue to listen to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I know you guys want to win those mac and cheese tickets. Probably gonna have to go buy them right now, though. It just depends. I'll probably give them, like I said, what is it, May 9th? So maybe the last week of April, first week of May. It's probably as it gets a little closer if we give some away. Yeah. All right. RD42547-7. First weekend of Coachella happened this past weekend, right? Did anybody go? I was actually asked to go. A friend of mine, well, some friends of mine were going. They had an extra ticket. And I said no because it's dirty. And it's not like they had VIP everything. They were camping. Hell no, be in the middle of that dirt with all those people? No way. But I did watch a little bit on YouTube. They streamed some of it on YouTube. Did you guys check it out? Justin Biebs came out. Jennifer Lopez came out. 57 years old, still running around like a hoe. What else happened? Trying to think what else happened that I saw. That's it. That might be the only two things I saw. Coachella. RD42547-7. Hey, Romeo. You were talking about Coachella. I don't blame you for not going. A couple of years back, I took my kids trying to be the cool mom, but it was kind of expensive. So I just bought us tickets. I figured we'd stay. We just camped there. It was so dirty and I was so disgusted by the time we left. I would never go back and do that again. My kids, on the other hand, they didn't care. They had the best time ever. But damn, Rome, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I will not go to a festival, one of those festival things, if I have to be in general admission. If you don't got VIP with the fancy bathrooms and the areas where you can go and sit down out of the dirt, you don't have to be in the dirt the whole time. 12 hours in the dirt is nasty. So yeah, heck no, I can't afford. That's why I'll never go to Coachella, because I can never afford all of the perks that you need to have for it to be nice and clean and comfortable. Yeah, I'll never go. I can never afford it. Already 42547-7. Coachella kicked off, and some friends of mine asked me to go to it. Now I've gone to, and I couldn't. I don't want to camp. They were going to camp, and to be in that dirt for 3 days, no way in hell I would be able to live with that. No way. It's just too dirty for me. I've been to a couple festivals before, a couple music, to one up north once in Napa, which I didn't have all access VIP everything, so I can get everything, and I had to leave because it was just too dirty for me. The other one, I did go to one in Austin last year, I think October of last year, but I had VIP everything, so much better. I don't know how you can sit in that dirt for what 12 hours a day. Those concerts run, those festivals run all day. 8, 10, probably about 10 hours. I don't know how long Coachella goes because I can't afford to go to it, but 8, 10 hours a day, it's just dirty. Oh my God. If you don't have the VIP experience and you just getting a general admission ticket and you got to take your chair and find a place to sit in the dirt and the grime, and now it's nasty. And then you camp there. My friends were going to camp there. No. RD42547-7. Hey, Romeo, I think you're getting a little snobby. You're not going to go to a festival and camp? That's what you're supposed to do. That's the experience. You go there. No, yeah, that's not to be dirty. And we have different ideas of camping. But then again, you guys grew up camping at campgrounds. I grew up camping in the middle of the woods on an Indian reservation. We didn't go camp for fun. We camped to hunt, and we didn't have a barbecue, and we didn't have a campsite. We camped in the middle of the damn woods with a sleeping bag, and that was it. So, yeah, it's we have different experiences, and it's just dirty. How can you go and just be in the dirt and be dirty for 3 days or 4 days or however long you stay? That's just disgusting. Ugh. RD42547-7. So yeah, So no, I know Coachella is so expensive because it's become such a trendy, popular thing with all these celebrities paying tens of thousands of dollars to go have these experiences and be able to sleep in 5-star hotels or Airbnbs or something like that and have air-conditioned bathrooms. And that's the only way to go. If you can't afford that, you can't go. And I can't afford that, so I can't go.
Nope, I totally agree with you, man. Because even when people used to invite us to go camping, and they would say, and I said, oh, is there going to be showers? You know, that's the first thing I said, showers and restrooms. Oh, no, we're going to be roughing it, man. Count me out. You can count me out. You know what? And I'm going to be serious. There's some people that don't like showering. I shower 3 times a day, brother.
So do I. So do I.
You know, and my wife and I would think about this. How are people going to be out there a week and not shower?
Yeah,
oh, hell no.
Just dirty. It's just,
I did go camping before. I took a trailer. Oh, yeah. And then guess what? It was in San Simeon Creek. So the restrooms and shower were right across from it. So, and that was in the shower. I just go to the other shower.
That's funny.
That's roughing it for me.
It's funny that you say that because I have friends that invited me to go camping. And I said, well, I'll go, but I'm just going to stay at the hotel down the street. And the hotel was about, 5 miles from the campground. So and they disinvited me. I was like, all right.
I don't care. I'm good with that.
All right.
Later, brother.
Later. It's so nasty. I don't know how you guys, Gilly's right. It's nasty to be in those, not to be camping, not showering, it's just, you're gross. RD42547. Yo, Rome. Me and my husband went to Coachella. It was one of the things that I thought we just had to do because you hear about it all the time living here in Bakersfield, and it's so close. So we went there. But you're right. It was pretty dirty. But you got to think, Romeo, there are some things that you want to do and you have to experience. Yeah. There are things that you have to experience. Like, people think I'm crazy because the Olympics are coming in 2028. So I bought some I got some tickets for the Olympics. I want to go to the Olympics. I never been to the Olympics before. But there's probably, in my lifetime, I don't know how many chances I'm going to get where it's this close. You know, the Olympics is going to be in LA. And it's going to be so close. But people I know are going, you're crazy. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be this, going to be that. I go, okay. But it's one of those things. It's not going to be dirty. I'll tell you that much. But it's one of those things that how often, if we live in Bakersfield, are we going to get a chance to afford to go to the Olympics? Now, the tickets were a little pricey, depending on what you want to do, but no more pricier than a concert or something like that. But how often do you think you'll get the chance to go to the Olympics? When's the last time the Olympics were in Los Angeles? You know? The closest the Olympics have ever come to me have been LA in 28 and Squaw Valley back in, I don't even know when it was. And I was probably too young and my mom didn't take me. So you just got to think about those things. So I get it. Coachella might be one of those things. You're right. Everybody probably has a list of things that you kind of want to do. You should probably go to Disneyland. You should probably go to a Super Bowl or a World Series or whatever it is, whatever things you should go see. I get it. Hey, yo, Romeo, Coachella seems like one of those things you can only do for part of the day. That's about it. Plus, I bet the live music sounds like crap. Yeah, I don't know about that. It may sound great, but I don't know about that. It's so dirty that it turns me off altogether because I can't afford the VIP. I can't afford the air conditioning. I can't afford the air conditioned bathrooms and the seating in the places because they do that for the rich people, but I'm not rich, so I can't do it.
Man, Romeo, you and Chili Willie need to stop it.
What's that?
They're too high and mighty, man. Real men poop in the woods.
Oh no, you guys are stupid. No, that's just stupid.
A little camping never hurt nobody, and old school camping is fun.
Poor people do it in the woods. No, that's
You guys
no.
are too high and mighty now, man.
No.
Come on down a little bit. Enjoy life. Live life a little bit.
First of all, I'm going to tell you right now why you guys are all stupid when it comes to camping. Every single one of you, except Gilly. Because I grew up on an Indian reservation where we camped to hunt for food. And you guys go camping with your little campsite, and you got your barbecue, and you guys think you're doing something. No, you're a bunch of clowns trying to play like you're out in the wilderness. I've lived in the wilderness, and it sucks. Okay, so don't
Come
sit
back
here.
down to earth.
No,
Romeo.
you're an idiot. You guys are a bunch of clowns that think you guys are out there playing Paul Bundy in the woods, and you're not. You guys are a bunch of
For
fools.
3 days. There's
No.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
3 days without a shower, take a
No.
little bird bath,
You guys are idiots.
dig a hole.
Nope,
be
you
a
guys
man,
are
Romeo.
all idiots. All right, you guys are all idiots that think that. Until you've actually lived in some until you've actually just went out into the middle of the woods to hunt for food, and you just slept wherever you had to sleep because that's where you were. Yeah, no, you guys go enjoy your little Pismo campsites, and you enjoy your little whatever KOAs and act like you're doing something. No, you guys are a bunch of fools. Alrighty, 42547-7. Hey Romeo, you were talking about camping, right? That's why when we roll out in a motorhome, an RV, or I got a fifth wheel. We make sure we got it all when we go camping. You're right about that. Well, I wouldn't even sleep in a motorhome. Or a camp, whatever, fifth wheel. I know you guys think you're doing something there too, but no way. Those are just as dirty, to be honest with you. They're not as dirty, but those things are dirty as well. And they're uncomfortable. I never figured that. I was just talking to a relative about his motorhome, and I said, why don't they put real mattresses in them? My God, you guys, and he said, because you guys are all too cheap. You guys go out and buy these fifth wheels to go camping, and you're too cheap to put in a comfortable mattress. Actually, somebody offered me one time. I was out partying one night over at the coast, and somebody said, well, just you can stay at my fifth wheel. They had it set up on their property, and they said, well, just come stay at the fifth wheel. I literally laid down there for about 15 minutes, got up and went and got a hotel because it was just uncomfortable. So I don't know what's wrong with you guys. They make hotels for a reason. They're beautiful. They're luxurious. They got bars at the bottom of the elevators. There's a reason they're there.
Romeo, who needs a bar when you got an ice chest? Who needs a toilet when you got a bush?
Okay.
And I barbecued squirrel, and it's not that tasty. So I have lived out in the wild before, Romeo. Raider Dave's been there.
You were homeless?
Almost. I was in the shoe, and when you're in jail, you get a shower once a week.
Okay.
And you gotta watch out for mean people trying to get you. A bear ain't gonna mess with you.
Okay.
A wolf ain't gonna mess with you. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right.
Go camping.
All right. Okay. I just can't. Sometimes I can't with you guys. Raider Dave's been a part of the show for a long time, and we'll let him say whatever he wants. But sometimes you got to just shut him up, and sometimes it's because no, I just can't sometimes. RD42547. Hey Romeo, you were talking about Coachella. I saw Jennifer Lopez. Have you seen the pictures of her at Coachella? Yeah, I saw Jennifer Lopez. She came on with David Guetta, right? What's your point? What is she? She's like 57? Is she 60? What is she, 50 something, late 50? I think she's 57 years old. I don't know what you guys, your fascination with Jennifer Lopez is just, it's kind of funny, to be honest with you. Because she's not really, as a singer, she's not a terribly good singer. I mean, she's okay, but she's okay, I guess. As an actress, I mean, she's all right. The only thing is anybody really infatuated with Jennifer Lopez over the fact that she can sing or act? She can't. She's okay. She's not the best, but she's not the worst. But all she's got is her body. I mean, she's a 7 at best from an attractive standpoint, but you guys all like her big butt and a smile. I mean, let's be honest about it. From Living Color days to today, that's what everybody likes about her. I mean, she looks great for 57, I guess you could say that, but it's a little embarrassing for her, I think. I mean, you're the old broad at the club. You really are. And I mean, I don't know what else you want. I don't know what you're trying to say by saying, did I see J-Lo? Yes, I saw J-Lo. Okay. I don't know. When I see her, I'm kind of embarrassed for her because I think she's the old woman who's trying to stay relevant because she has nothing else in her life. That's what I see when I see J-Lo at this point.
Romy Rome.
What's up?
Long time no talk because I can't get through the freaking lines here.
What? It has been a while. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm not sick or anything like that. I just caught a real quick conversation before my phone rang. So you mean you didn't have enough money to go to Coachella?
Who doesn't?
I mean, I'm just saying, everyone went to Coachella.
Oh, Coachella?
I didn't go. No, it's Coachella.
Oh, Coachella.
It can't be Coachella.
I cannot afford to go to Coachella because I can't afford a hotel and VIP and all that stuff. I need a seat. I need a bathroom that's air conditioned. I need I need all of that. I can't afford that. That's too much money for me.
Yeah, plus I can't be in an environment when there's nothing but little children. Like that's
is that
like being
in
in
the
same environment that I'm at Monday through Friday.
Wait, is that what it's like? I've never gone to Coachella, so I have no idea what it's like.
Honestly, I've seen a couple of my friends' pictures and all that, and all I can tell you is if Northwest was there, it's for children.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that go on in Coachella. It's kind of like a Woodstock, like a free-for-all.
Oh, Woodstock would have been too dirty for me, too. That looked disgusting also. Oh.
Yeah, so, and then plus the whole not showering and not, unless you're a celebrity, you have it. But, I mean, think about it. Going on drinking, not being well hygiene, and then just proceeding the days as they come. Plus, you get charged so much money for the ticket and the parking. Yeah. And then, all you are smelling are armpits and bad breath. Like, no, I'm okay with that. I can go to, a concert over here at the Fox Theater and it'd be the same.
Oh, no.
But it doesn't look like a pleasant place to be. Plus, the wind wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not for the outdoors like that.
Got you. I'm not for that either. I know that's disgusting. But yeah.
But it doesn't bother children.
No, dirty ass kids.
Because remember, it didn't bother us when we were drinking out the water hose.
Well, I didn't smell when I was drinking out the water hose, so okay.
That's true. That's true.
And to be fair, if I did smell, I would take that water hose and clean me off with it.
Exactly. But some of these kids, I don't know if you know this, but they have body deodorant, which is insane. And they have these dry shampoos, so they call it a day.
Gosh, that's terrible.
That's just too much.
All right. I agree with you.
You take care out there. Next time, let's save up some money, and we'll have the Romeo trip to Coachella.
Talk about texting for a minute. Yesterday, a buddy of mine, about 11 a.m., he texted me, Rome, let's go to lunch, man. Meet me here. I'm over by your house. I never looked at the text message. I was, just hanging out at the house, not doing anything. But I don't look at my phone. So I get back to him. I probably saw the text about 4 maybe. And I text him back, oh, sorry, man. Didn't check the text. So then he calls me. And he's mad at me. Like, how people get mad at you. Not mad, but he's like, dude. He goes, what's wrong with you, man? I wanted to have lunch with you. I text you. You don't get back to me till 4. What the hell? And he says, so I didn't even go to lunch. I'm like, well, it's not my fault. Is there? And the reason I say that is because I have a rule with one of my buddies, okay? He knows that, and actually all my friends know this, for the most part, they should. If you text me something, I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Okay? Now, I know that leaves me open to miss a lot of stuff. Like I missed lunch with a friend of mine yesterday because I'll get back to you in 24 hours. It might be sooner, but no later than 24 hours, okay? But that's just the way it goes. I miss a lot of things. I miss lunches. I miss golf games. I miss stuff because people will call me within an hour or two, last minute, so to speak, and ask me stuff. And I'll be like, well, nah, my rule is 24 hours. So he was upset about it. And my question to you is this, though. Is there like a standard, a societal standard of an acceptable time, a time frame to respond to someone's text? Is there a rule that says, if you text me, I'm supposed to get back to you within what? Because as far as a text messaging goes, as far as the text goes for me, it's not that important. If it's important, you'll call me. And if I don't answer the first time, you'll call me right back. That's the other thing my friends know. If they really want to talk to me, because I don't answer my phone, I'm not connected to my phone like you are. I go home, I set my phone down, I go about my day. So my friends know if they call me and I don't answer, and they call me again within a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes of the first phone call, I know it's important and I'll answer it. Text messaging, if you text me, man, it ain't that important as far as I'm concerned. So it's a 24-hour notice. But is there a rule? Is there a societal rule that says this is the acceptable time frame that you need to get back to somebody when you text them? All right, 842-547-7.
Oh my God, Romeo, you just hit my nerve with that one. Let me tell you something. I've been married to my husband almost 25 years. This man texts me ridiculously.
Okay.
I don't check my messages until the nighttime or the next day or the following day. I always tell him, if you want to tell me something, he goes, but I'm busy. Oh, guess what? So am I. I will not be checking my messages or he'll come home early and he says, where's dinner? Well, I don't start dinner until 4 o'clock because you'll be home at 5. Well, it was an early day. He goes, I text you. And I said, and once again, I will not respond to your text. 25 years we've been married, and he still don't get it. And I will not respond to you. It's so ridiculous. I always tell him, you want to tell me something, call me.
That's hilarious.
Don't text me because I'm not going to respond.
That's awesome. That's great.
Said, that's what a phone is for.
All right, thanks for calling. Oh, man, I'm not the only one. I think texting is ridiculous. I think it is. I don't think texting is important at all. If you text me, you got 24 hours. I'll get back to you. If I miss, if you really want me to be involved in whatever it is that you're doing, then you will call me. And if I don't answer the phone, you'll call me back. And I have one good friend of mine who knows the rules. And when he wants to talk to me, he calls me nonstop until I answer the phone, is what he does. That's why I know it's important. But nope, texting. But then again, I don't care if I miss out on anything. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. My life's great.
Hey, Romeo, good morning.
Good morning. What's up, man?
Hey, man, you're not Hispanic, huh?
No.
No? Okay. The reason I say that is because, okay, like what you were saying, the text messages and replying, my mama will beat me if I don't reply to her ASAP. So that's the only person in the world that I would respond to ASAP.
Why is your mom even texting you, though?
Huh?
Why is your mom even texting you?
She might ask me something like, hey, I need your help with this or that. And if I don't reply, man, I'm dead.
Well, put her in a bad home when she gets old enough. Why don't she call you is my question.
That's a good question, Romeo. I think I'd rather hear the text message than her screaming at me, though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Have a good
day. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Romeo? It's Seahawk Blue, man.
What up, Blue?
Hey, I agree with you, man. A text message is something that's not that important at the moment.
Okay.
So I think I'm the same with you, because I don't think it's your fault that guy didn't go eat, you know?
Oh, no, it wasn't my fault. He was just being a dumbass. But I got dumbass friends, too.
Yeah, that's true, man. And then also, why would you text me something urgent like, "Hey, let's go eat today," or "Let's go eat right now"?
Exactly. Well,
Yeah,
because
so
I will tell
sometimes
you
it
why. I will tell you why, because all you idiots out there are so connected to your phone that if you don't have it or you don't check it, the minute something comes up, you feel like you're a loser and nobody cares about you. I am not insecure like you guys. I do not care about my phone. I do not care if I miss something from my friends. I'm not an insecure loser like the rest of you guys that are attached to your phones.
Yeah, you just got to make it ring, right? If you really want to get a hold of me.
If you really, and I don't even keep my ringer on, so you better call back twice.
Damn, man, that's too much.
When it comes to texting, a buddy of mine texted me yesterday, and he was talking about going to lunch, and I didn't check my text. I didn't care. He got mad at me. Well, I missed lunch. You didn't call me back, or no, I didn't text you back because I'm not going to. My phone is not the most important thing in my life. So if you want to get a hold of me, you seriously got to call me like 15 times in a row before I'll answer. Then I know it's important. Already 4254777. Let's see here. Ron, what did you say here? I was talking to this girl for a while. Now she was supposed to, oh no, this is the other guy. Says, no, but don't say you couldn't reply. But your social media is something even earlier than when texting? Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about there. Good morning, Romeo. Hey, Rome, regarding texting, what really bugs me is when I ask my wife to call the kids because I need something, and she instead texts them even when they're in the same house or just a room apart, and they text each other. Maybe I'm too old school, and that's the new trend. Am I wrong to feel this way? What I'm trying to figure out is, why are you asking your wife to call the kids? Bro, if they're in your house, you yell, kids, where you at? You just yell and they come. I thought you were old school. You're not old school. You're an idiot. Why are you telling your wife? If your kids are in the house and you're telling your wife to get a hold of them, that's not old school. What's old school is you yelling their names and then them coming running. And if they don't, you yell a little louder. And when they don't come running, they're in trouble. That's old school, my friend. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Already 4254777. Romeo, that cracks me up when you said yelling for your kids. Me and my brother used to get in trouble. My mom would give us 2 opportunities. She would yell once. If we didn't come, she would yell one more time. And if we didn't show up, we was getting a whooping no matter what. We could be outside playing and we got 2 shots. So we had to stay within earshot of our mom at all times if she was looking for us. Well, that's old school. That's old school right there. That's like your mom must have been Mexican, because that's the Mexican way of picking somebody up, right? You guys know that, right? You show up. You show to pick up somebody for work. You honk once. Okay, you give them a minute. You honk twice. If they ain't out on that second honk, when you honk 3 times, when you honk that third time, you're already driving away. You honk the third time as you're driving away. So yeah, we still do that now when we pick up friends. My friends do it to me. I do it to them. You get 2 honks. If you ain't coming out by the second honk, woo, you left. RD 4254777. So check this out. Okay, so a guy calls me yesterday, a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. He called me for lunch, right around 11 a.m. Meet him for lunch at noon or whatever. I never got back to him. He texted me. And then got mad at me because I hit him back about 4 when I got to my phone, and I told him, and he calls me and he's mad at me. Man, bro, we missed lunch. What's wrong? Would you answer your text? I'm like, nah, man. It's not how we roll. At least that's not how I do it. My friends usually know that, and I don't know why he doesn't know this. I've told him before. You got 24 hours. I got 24 hours to get back to you, okay? And that's all I'm saying. But is there some unwritten rule that I don't know about? When somebody texts you, this is the amount of time that's acceptable for you to get back to them? You got to get back to them within what? RD4254777. Hey, Romeo, check this out. So my wife is a stay-at-home mom, good woman, stay-at-home wife. I love her to death, but I work 10 hours. And when she texts me, if I don't get back to her within a few minutes, she calls me. She just don't, I guess she got a lot of free time. I keep telling her that I'm working. I can't always get back to her right away. She doesn't care. Well, there you go. I think if there's not a rule, we should set one. Actually, there doesn't need to be a rule. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Yo, Romeo.
What up, man?
Hey, agree with you, bro. Don't nobody deserve that type of access where just because you text me or call me that I have to answer or get right back to you. Hey, I tell all my people, Romeo, if it's an emergency, call your mama. Don't call me. Because you might not reach me, Romeo. Hey, you good with the 24 hours. If I miss your call or your text, you just might not hear from me.
Ever again.
Hey, people think they feel privileged to your time or to have access to you like that, but nah, bruh.
It's crazy about how people think that you're on their schedule, and because these phones give you so much accessibility, that you're the one that's wrong.
Right. Nah, it don't work like that, bro. All right, don't call me. Call your mama.
Yo, Ro.
What up, man?
You're right. You're absolutely right. There isn't no written rule on text. But if there is, you shouldn't follow it because my friends know not to text me.
Okay. Well, my friends are.
Reply.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was listening. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to not to text me, and if they do, I usually block them for like a year.
Block them?
Yeah, I tell them, you need to reach me, call me like an adult.
That's funny. All right, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for calling.
If they do that, next time just block them, Rome.
Well, okay. I'm not going to go that far, but okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to say, I mean, I got a rule in my life. If you text me, I got 24 hours to get back to you. All right? And because to me, texting is a ridiculous way to communicate, but it can be utilized in things that aren't important. You text somebody something, you can check it out later. Okay, I can see if you really want to get something across to me, you need to tell me, you need to call me. But if you want to tell me something that's not important at all, text me. That's cool. And I'll respond to you within 24 hours. Hey, Romeo, that guy's an idiot. Call me like an adult. I can't imagine him not texting. Hey, Rome, no, don't call me. Text me. Calls are too intrusive, especially if you're busy. So, yes, I prefer a text. Okay, good morning, Hot. What's going on?
It depends on the text message and what they're saying and who is texting Romeo.
Well,
if I text you and it's an emergency, you need to get back quick because it might be something like time is of the essence, you know? Or I'm letting you know some bad news like, hey, so-and-so's in the hospital, they got in a car accident or whatever. You're going to wait 24 hours. What if they die?
Hold on. First of all, you're assuming that I have my phone next to me every minute of the day to see what's on the text message in the first place. I don't keep my phone with me. When I'm at home, I set my phone on a tray and I go about my day. And then if I walk by my phone and something's there, I'll check it. If I don't, I don't. So
wow, it's over. You know, I was thinking about considering you, but not anymore because the relationship won't work.
Oh, yeah, I ain't getting back to you.
No, but yeah, I get you, though. I do agree with you. I'm just messing with you, though. I agree with you. You be busy. Like, I work 12-hour shifts. Ain't no damn way I'm going to be replying to you right away. Like, if you want me to stay at home, you want me to not make no money? Okay, I can stay home. You go pay everything. But I got cold blues popping off. I got rapids. We got, it's not going to work. So, yeah.
That's funny. He says, you want me to get back to you right away? You better pay my mortgage.
but if I'm working, and most jobs, you can't be on your phone like that. If it's a reputable job.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because I see a lot of people sitting on their phone at work. The mailman don't stop talking when he delivers my mail every day.
Well, he's outside. He got to do something to track his time. But if you're in a hospital and you're giving a service to somebody and they see you on their phone and they're waiting and there's like a line, I'm telling on you because you on the phone and I'm waiting.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, thanks for calling. I'll talk to you later. All right, 842-5477, Rome. Hey, 24 hours is good. I tell everybody not to have a whole conversation. Just call me if you want to go back and forth. Yes, I even tell you that too. If I got to write more than 2 lines on a text message, we need to have a conversation. You need to call me because I am not doing that either. Hey, Rome, I'm listening now to you on the radio in the one asked about the proposal. What, I'm listening. Oh, no, nobody, I never get. You're talking about the woman who, the guy who proposed to the girl and she said no, and she just said he can propose again if he wants. Yeah, that we ain't got no update on that, bro. Hey, Rome, I'm texting you. If you don't reply, I'm pulling up. I ain't calling. Well, you could pull up too. I've been known to not answer my door either, to be honest with you. I have literally sat on my couch watching TV. Somebody rolls up to my house, knocks on the door. That I know. And if I don't want to be bothered by you, I ain't answering because I got a Ring camera to see who's knocking. Bad part is my phone's not next to me, so I have to get up to go get the phone to look at the Ring camera if I really want to see who's knocking. But nah, there's times I just don't answer my door either because I don't care. I am not at your convenience. That is the one thing that you need to understand about me. I will help my friends out any day, all day if they ask me. But I am not going to sit around and wait for you to call me or you to text or you to come knocking at my door. I am not the one because I am just not that insecure about my life that I need to have somebody always wanting me for something or wanting to be around me. I am not insecure like you. Okay? All right, 842-547-7. So you can roll up. There might not be nobody home, or there might not be nobody answering the door, even though I can look through the hallway and see you there standing there.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
What up, Ruben?
Hey, I got a buddy that when he can't get a hold of me, he'll have his wife call Gina and say, "Hey, why isn't Ruben calling me back?" You know what I mean? Or like you said about the front door room, I got it hooked up to my TV, so I just look at the TV real quick, and a lot of times her mom will roll through, and I'm just like, "Oh, we weren't home."
That's funny. That's pretty good.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to relax, bro.
How do you hook it up to the TV? I want mine hooked up to the TV so I can just check a channel when somebody, so I don't have to go find my phone to look at the app. I'll have to figure that one out.
I just flip it over to the channel to the DM2 or whatever. And
sure.
Right
yeah,
there,
I gotta do that.
Right there, front door, everything. And
all right.
I'll have to get you that little setup that I got, Rome.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, Ruben, yeah.
All right, bro.
Later. I need that. Because I'll be quick. I ain't going to lie to you. I'll be quick to be sitting at the house, and if somebody knocks and I don't want to deal with you right now, then I won't answer the door even if I'm home. It's not that serious to me. But then again, depending on who it is, I may want to talk to you. I may not. 424-254-777. I told my buddy I'd bring this up, and I hope you're still listening. So over the weekend, I was with a friend of mine Friday night, and his wife had rolled out on Thursday night. She went with about 50 girlfriends on a girls' trip. And they went to the beach. So they were hanging out at the beach for, some beach house for the weekend. And he was asking me what I thought about a girls' trip. And I think girls' trips and guys' trips, I think the same thing about them. They're both ridiculous. And this is what I told him. I said, if you take, and I'll use his number. So there were 7 of them. 7 married women went on a girls' trip. Okay? I can guarantee you, out of those 7 women, one of them 100% will cheat on her husband. Okay? And I told him, I hope it's not your wife, but in any girls' trip, there's always a few that are going to cheat on their husbands. Okay? Depending on how many there are. Right? The other thing is, even if you 100% believe that your spouse, and I'm going to go male or female on this, or your spouse, there's probably about an 80% chance that they will cheat on you, depending on what happens, depending on the scenario, the situation they put themselves in, even though they're going, honey, it's just me and the girls. We're not doing that. It's, but women in Bakersfield, men in Bakersfield too, but I'm just going to talk about women because it's a girls' trip he was telling me about. They always say they want to get together and hang out, but when they get together, 100% of the time, they always end up hanging out at a singles bar getting drunk, okay? It's never, let's just go to the house or, let's just go to dinner, and then it's never that. And no matter how much they say it is, they're lying to you, okay? So, he wanted me to bring that up. Well, there you go. That's my thought. At least one or two of them is going to cheat, and there's an 80% chance that yours is going to cheat as well, okay? All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, you were talking about the girls' trips or the guys' trips. I got to tell you, I 100% agree with you because my brother and his wife, they do that. They both go on separate trips once a year or twice a year, her with her friends and him with his friends. And I know for a fact that they're both cheating on each other because I've gone with her on the girls' trips and seen her do it. Well, then why didn't you tell your brother? Oh, here she goes. And I didn't tell my brother because I know he does the same thing. I think they know what's going on, and that's just their excuse to cheat on each other and act like it's not happening. I'm telling you, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You can't, anybody that goes on girls' trips or guys' trips, you can't trust. I know you may be in love with your husband, but loving husbands and wives do not go on girls' trips or guys' trips, okay? They don't. Most of them don't even go on girls' night and guys' night because even then, they may not be having sex with somebody else, but they're doing some things behind your back that you wouldn't agree with. So yeah, no, you can't trust any of them. Anyone that's doing that, you can't trust them. So this whole girls' trip, a buddy of mine, his wife took off on a girls' trip over the weekend with about six other girls, like 6 other married women. So 7 married women. He was asking me about it on Friday. I think they left on Thursday. They may have gotten back either yesterday or they're coming back today. I don't know. But he was asking me about it. And I said, you can guarantee that at least 20% of the girls' trips, 20% of them are going to be cheating on their husband. You can guarantee it. All right. You take the other, there's about an 80% chance of cheating, okay? And he was laughing at me. He didn't believe me. Hey, good morning, Rome. What if it's just 2 friends who go on a girls' trip? They're both cheating. One of them's definitely cheating. There's probably a 90% chance the other one's going to go down with her. So, yeah, you can't trust them. You can't trust anybody who wants to go on a trip without their wife or their husband. You just can't trust them. They want to get away with something, whatever that may be. Okay? You can't trust them. And then you start throwing alcohol in the mix and you start throwing her friends in the mix that are 100% cheaters, and you get manipulated, and all of a sudden, you can't trust them. You just can't. Why don't they want you? What is so important that somebody has to go away with a group of people that you're not invited to? Why is that so important? There is nothing good that's going to happen. And if they say, "Oh, we just want to catch up," no, they're lying to you. They want to go out and be hoes without accountability and justify it by saying, "Well, we just went on a girls' trip or we just went on a guys' trip." Yeah, why are you trying to get away from your spouse? When you can't trust anybody. Anybody that wants to do that, you can't trust them. I'm going to tell you that right now. And if you don't believe me, just go ask. Just go ask around. You'll see. Okay? And I know you want to trust your spouse, but if that's what they want to do, they lying to you. All right? 842-547-7. This whole girls trip thing. A buddy of mine, his wife went on one last weekend, and he was asking me about it, what I thought about it. I told him you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody that wants to go on a girls trip or an all guys trip. I mean, There's a chance nothing will happen, but there's also a very good chance something will happen, okay, regardless of whether they love you or not. It's just putting yourself in a position that things could happen. All right, 842-5477. Damn, Rome, who hurt you? Nobody hurt me. I'm just smarter than you. It's not about being hurt. It's about being smart enough to know what happens when a group of people get together and they're not with their spouses. How many times do you have to run in a group of women who are married or not, who are acting like hoes because it's a girls' trip? Or guys out there, being, knowing their wives aren't there, so they're out there getting drunk, buying girls drinks, seeing what happens. So, I mean, you guys need to calm down. The problem is I'm smarter than you, and I know what happens. I've seen it happen on my own, on my cruise that I do. I see it happen all the time when I'm at Vegas or when I'm out somewhere at the coast. I run into a group of women who, especially at the coast, I've seen plenty of married women at the coast get together and they're all like, Romeo, because from Bakersfield, and they're out hoeing. Not with me, but they got a bunch of guys from LA or somewhere else. So yeah, no, it's not, I'm not. It's just the problem is you guys are too stupid to understand because you're probably cheating on your wives in the same way or cheating on your husbands in the same way. You can't trust anybody that's trying to get away from their husband, okay, or their wife. You just can't trust them because something could happen. All right, 842-5477. Hey, Rome, what about if it's family, like cousins all getting together, like all guy cousins or all female cousins? No, can't trust them either. I could tell you about 5 or 6 stories of cousins going to Vegas and who was cheating and who wasn't cheating. Or they take turns cheating. No, it doesn't matter. That's just an easier, that's just a way to try to make you feel better. But no. And it's even worse because they won't snitch on each other. So yeah, you guys, you can say what you want. But I'm 100% right. If your wife or your husband is trying to get away from you to go on some all guys trip or all girls trip, there is a legitimate chance that they're going to screw around on you. Probably about 80% chance they're going to screw around on you. A couple of them are already doing it. Okay? 100%. A couple of them in the group, 100% are going to cheat on you. The rest of them, you got probably an 80% chance that they do. Odds are not in your favor. All right? All right, 842-5477. Hey, Rome. So me and my man do a guys and girls trip. Not often, but when we do, we always invite each other. So is that a different concept from what you're saying? You're talking about not getting invited, right? I am talking about not getting invited 100%. That does change the percentages a little bit. Absolutely. Because we're not hoes, but like to spend time with our friends, but we still invite each other. Usually, though, we'll just pass on it. Usually just give him his guy trip, which is always deep sea fishing, and always tells me to go, and I do sometimes. And I love him going on my trips because then I can turn my mind off and have fun versus me taking care of me and my friend being the mom. Okay. Okay. Hey, Romeo, I just wanted to tell you, you're absolutely right about the girls' trip. Now, let me explain. My wife has 4 sisters. The 5 of them used to go on a girls' trip every year just, because they were sisters. 2 of them ended up getting divorced. After that, the other 3, what'd you say, 4 or 5? The other 2 of them, including my wife, started cheating on us on the girl trips. I think it was because their sisters were now single. Going through a divorce changes you, and convinced 2 of the other sisters to cheat as well. One of them did not cheat, and one of them did not cheat, and she is still happily married and doesn't go on the girls' trips with her sisters anymore. Yes, they still do it. Well, there you go. Did you divorce her? I'm guessing you divorced her because you caught her cheating. Yeah. It happens. It's just anybody that's trying to get away from you doesn't want you. I mean, how can nobody see that? There is, you look. Let's look at the old school. You remember when your mom wanted to catch up with her friend? You know what she did? She sat on that damn phone for 2 hours talking to her friend. They didn't roll out and go, well, we need to catch up. Well, why do women always need to catch up at a bar or a singles place? Why is that? Why do women always have to catch up out of town with each other? What's wrong with catching up in town? And with the accessibility you have to each other, how much do you really have to catch up nowadays, right? With everybody posting their entire life on social media, with the access to texting, with the access to group chats, with the access to the phone. Come on now. Anybody, I will tell you right now, there's a very good chance you can't, your spouse, if they're going on girls' trips or guys' trips, they're cheating on you. It's probably an 80% chance. And if you think, if you don't realize that, then you're just stupid, okay? You cannot trust anybody who needs to go on a trip without you. Okay? All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Bro, I did that.
You did what?
I did that, bro. When I had a girlfriend, I was like, hey, me and the guys are going to go on an all-guys trip, just let loose, have a little fun, whatever. I did that. Come on. Like, if you actually don't believe that's going to happen, you are absolutely retarded. There's no way in hell I'm going to tell somebody that, I'm going to go on the all girls trip or all guys trip and not do nothing, especially when there's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. You're not, but you're definitely naive.
All right, man. All right, 842-547-7. Rome, how do you feel about a married person going out with a bunch or just single people or friends? I think that it's a recipe for disaster. And what do they have in common? Why is it that the married person, wants to go out with singles? They have nothing in common. You live two totally different lives at this point. They're just messing around on you, man. That's all it is. You guys got to be smarter. And if that's what they want, though, let them go. You guys think I'm saying stop. By the way, let me just say, you guys think that I'm telling you to stop, to tell them they can't go or not go? That's not at all what I'm telling you. Is what kind of life are you really leading? If you're married and your spouse wants to leave you to go hang out with single people, they do that because they want to relive. And this gives them the opportunity to do it. And your dumbass trusts them and sitting at home getting cheated on. So there you go. That's on you, though, at that point. I can only help you so much before I have to start blaming you.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On Hot 94.1.